Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking Terror. I'm your host, Daniel Aston. Well, happy Thursday to you. I know you're expecting a weekend movie recommendation, but since tomorrow is Friday the 13th, yeah, I thought I would do something a little different. Jason Voorhees is my all-time favorite slasher, and I thought I'd just rank the Friday the 13th movies according to my opinion. I'm not taking box office sales. I'm not taking critics' reviews. I'm not taking any of that into consideration. This is strictly just based off of my personal opinion and how much I personally enjoy the movies. You might have a different ranking. Who knows? I know there's a lot of people out there who are definitely going to disagree with my ranking, but they're my favorites. So let's get into this. So coming in at last place at number 12, you have Jason Goes to Hell. Now, you have his stupid looks at the beginning of the movie. You have the weird slug thing. You have the Voorhees lineage story arc. There's no real likable characters. I'm actually not a very big fan of this movie, so that's why it is at number 12. So coming in at number 11, we have Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. I'm not a big fan of the weird psychic story. Nick, the heartthrob, was the only real likable character in the movie for me. And the only real redeemable factor is that it's Kane Hodder's first appearance as Jason Voorhees. And I'm a big Kane Hodder fan. So that is why we have this at number 11. All right, so now that we got the two that I don't really care for out of the way, I'm going to move on to number 10, and that is Jason X. Granted, it's got some pretty horrible CGI, but cut it some slack. It was from 2001. I really love the sleeping bag simulator scene. That was hilarious. I kind of thought he looked pretty badass after he got his little upgrade. That was really cool. Um, it's just, I prefer a classic Friday the 13th story. And even though this was set in the future, I get it. It was still fun, but that is why it's at number 10. So coming in at number 9, we have Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. This is a fun movie. I really did like it. Um, Biggest problem is that it's not Jason Voorhees, but a copycat. But I can get over it. It's fine. I really liked Reggie's character. Tommy Jarvis was a little iffy, but the outhouse scene was hilarious. Junior riding around on his little moped going, "They hurt me real bad, Ma." I still quote that line. It's so funny. But that is why this one is coming in at number 9. So coming in at number 8, we have Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. I really like Tommy's descent kind of slowly into madness at the beginning of the movie, and his paranoia getting the best of him, and him being the one to bring Jason Voorhees back to life due to his paranoia. I thought Megan, the sheriff's daughter, was a pretty cool character. I really liked the little one-liners, especially the part where the dot goes, shebang. That was really fun. I actually really enjoyed the final fight scene against Jason Voorhees in it. I thought it was a really good one. That is why this comes in at number 8. So coming in at number 7, I do have Friday the 13th Part 2. It is the very first appearance of Jason Voorhees in the franchise, and it was a really good movie. I loved Pamela Voorhees' head just kind of hanging around. There's some very good likable characters. One of the most unforgivable things to me is they kill off my favorite character, the dude in the wheelchair. I love that guy. Um, but it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. And the burlap sack thing was actually really cool. I really did like the burlap sack. But that is why this is coming in at number 7. So we are halfway through our list. And coming in at number 6 is the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. I was so relieved when I watched this movie. I felt they did a good job of updating the franchise and still sticking to the core of Jason Voorhees and the Friday the 13th story. I really liked it. There's a lot of great characters. There's a lot of asshole characters that I wanted to die, and they do. So it was very fun. The gore, the blood. it was a great remake in my opinion. One of my favorite remakes in the horror genre. So that is why this one is coming in at number 6. So coming in at number 5, we have Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. It has Corey Feldman as Tommy Jarvis. I felt he did a good job as a young Tommy Jarvis, playing Tommy Jarvis. Um, I thought it was a great story, had really fun characters. Jimmy's sick dance moves that actually got the girls. Who knows how he pulled that off? But, Teddy was giving him a hard time earlier in the movie, so it was good to see him outperform Teddy and get the girl. So that is why this movie comes in at number 5. So coming in at number 4 is Freddy vs. Jason. I love this movie. It came out the year I graduated in 2003. I thought it was very fun watching Jason whoop the shit out of Freddy. Had a great soundtrack. It was just a good time, and I just really loved it. The cheesy, over-the-top blood spurting was just great. The characters were all fun and lovable. I thought it was a very fun movie. So that is why this one is coming in at number 4. So coming in at number 3 is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. It's a great movie. It has a lot of fun characters in it. The attempt at the 3D is actually kind of hilarious. The bikers in it were actually kind of a fun little addition to it. And then the fact that they show up to the camp and get taken out one by one by Jason Voorhees, I thought it was really cool. And it's the very first one where Jason Voorhees gets the hockey mask. So you got to love that. So that is why Friday the 13th Part 3 comes in at number 3. So coming in at number 2 is the original Friday the 13th. I know people are going to be very disappointed to see it ranked here, and it is a great movie, a big staple of horror franchises of all time. And the fact that they have a woman slasher in it, not just a woman, but an old lady, I think is just great. It's something that's still not even really done that often today, so it's very unique to the slasher genre. Um, but it is a great movie. It's the great start of a great franchise. I really love this movie, and it is at number 2. And my all-time favorite Friday the 13th movie, Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, because this is the very first Friday the 13th movie I have ever seen. And I've loved it ever since. It put me on the road to Jason becoming my very favorite slasher of all time. I just love watching him go through New York and wreck and shop. I love the little fight scene on the roof where he knocks that dude's head off and it flies into the dumpster. I just think it is a great movie. I really love it, and unapologetically so. So this is my number 1 pick, and that is the end of our list. So what did you think of my listing? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you agree? Disagree? If you disagree, let me know in the comments what your ranking would be. What's your favorite Friday the 13th movie? And what was your first Friday the 13th movie? I'd like to hear that one too. So we'll see you guys on Sunday whenever I dive into another cryptid. And until then, stay spooky.